Marin Strasser, Sanko said, once he finished his inspection. You familiar with her? I stared at him. Although I had no idea why they were here, I never would have guessed it'd be about her. Until a few days ago, I'd been following Marin Strasser everywhere she went. Her fiancé had hired me to find out if she was cheating on him. She wasn't, not so far as I could tell, which wasn't very far because less than a week into the case, the man's retainer check bounced, and that was the end of it. Or so I thought. Yes? How? I recently did some work for her fiancé. Why? They exchanged glances. Because she's dead, Sanko said. A week earlier, I had met with Arthur Unglis at the print shop he owned on the north side. It was in one of those stucco office parks where rows of one-story buildings housed an oddball mix of businesses. The print shop was nestled between a bulk candy distributor and a karate studio. The office smelled like ink and paper and had a pleasant hum of activity murmuring from somewhere on the other side of Arthur's closed door. Business was apparently good. A slow but steady stream of cars coasted past the window behind his desk. Norm said you were very discreet, he was saying, and easy to talk to. I need that. Telling a complete stranger that I think the love of my life is having an affair. This is all very uncomfortable, see? Embarrassing. I get that, I said. I did a job here and there for Norm Whitman's personal injury law firm, surveillance stuff that fell on the dirtier end of the spectrum of the cases I took on. But money was money, and I valued Norm's business enough to take a referral from him seriously. But you've got nothing to be embarrassed about. I'm on your side. Arthur smiled faintly. Well, you do seem very professional, he said. I like that. I straightened up in my seat. I wasn't sure how professional I seemed. I was wearing a black t-shirt, jeans, and an old olive-colored military jacket I'd had for 15 years that had sort of come back in style recently. But I'd brushed my hair for the meeting, and I was sitting here instead of having this conversation amid the laundry in my home office. So compared to my past self, maybe this was professional. Why don't you tell me about your fiancé? I said. Arthur nodded somberly. He was about 60, short, barrel-chested, with reddish hair going silver, a wide mouth, and washed-out, hooded eyes. The cuffs of his blue Oxford shirt were dotted with ink and rolled up to his elbows, revealing a faded Marine Corps tattoo on his left forearm. He struck me as a hard-working, friendly guy. By contrast, the woman in the photograph on the desk between us was coldly pretty, a well-dressed blonde at least 15 years younger than him. Marin, he said. Marin Strasser. You're probably thinking, what the hell does she see in me? Good-looking woman like her? No, I said, but I could see what he meant. If leagues were a real thing, Marin would be out of his. I wrote her name down in my notebook and underlined it twice. What makes you think she's cheating on you? Arthur sighed and leaned back in his executive chair, idly fiddling with the end of his tie. Well, we got engaged last October. We were at dinner at M when I asked her, You been there? I nodded. Romantic. She was so happy, just over the moon. We've had some real good times together, me and her. Trips and such. This year we've done Palm Beach and Vegas already, and we're talking about Mexico for Christmas. I'd like taking her places, taking care of her. He paused, his expression clouding over. But honestly, something's different now. She's different. I can just tell. She's distracted and jumpy. She'll get phone calls at all hours. That's not really new. Her clients are very demanding, but she'll get up and leave the room sometimes, too. I glanced down at the photo again, wondering briefly if she was an escort. Clients? Marin's an interior decorator, Arthur said, and then I felt like an asshole.